What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Ennis, here for the Yankees pregame. Shout out to everybody currently in the chat. You guys know the deal. Yankees have a game tonight against the Toronto Blue Jays. Starts at 7 o'clock. If they win tonight with Gerrit Cole on the mound, they're taking the series. You love to see that. Huge turnaround from a couple days ago. But before we get into anything, let's shout out the Bronx Zoom first. Let's shout out to the Bronx Zoom. Book by Brian Hoke. Awesome story about the Yankees 2020 season. If you guys are interested in purchasing it, you could use code UNHINGED30 at checkout. The link is in the description, and save yourself 30% off. I believe Johnny did the math yesterday. It comes out to like $19 for the book. Hardcover, really solid book about the Yankee season from last year. Awesome stuff. But once again, link in the description for that. But let's take attendance / roll call. You guys know the deal. Let's see who we got. We got Larry's treasures. I still don't know what his treasures are, but I hope they're good. We got Lori Majestical Chicken. Love the name as usual. Stevie Bats, Justin, Amy, Diego, KG Baseball, Jonathan, Christopher, Leanna, Danny. We got Martin, Yankee fan for life. Sorry if I missed anybody. I hope everyone's doing great today. But like I said, the Yankees are going up against the Blue Jays tonight, actually. Gerrit Cole's on the mound. I believe he's going up against Ross Stripling, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be a good matchup for the Yankees, to be honest with you. Let's look at the lineup for tonight. Listen, there's one or two things that I would change, but overall it's not too bad. Looking at DJ at first base, Judge in the 2-hole, Torres 3, Stanton 4, Gio 5, Andujar 6, Odor 7, Higgy 8, Gardner 9. Now, I think you guys know where I'm kind of going with this. That 789 is one of the worst in baseball. I'm sorry. You guys kind of know where I stand as far as this goes. Rougned Odor cannot be in the Yankees lineup. I'm sorry, Rougned, you suck. You're no longer Rougned Ibanez. You're just Rougned trash can. So instead of that, I think I would put Gittins in there at first base, put DJ at second. And then as far as catcher goes, I really would have liked to see Gary Sanchez catch today. If you guys saw the video that we posted on the channel today featuring Para, shout out to Para, I really was a huge advocate for Gary Sanchez kind of starting a little bit more when Gerrit Cole's on the mound. Only because when it does come to a playoff situation, you want Gary Sanchez bat in the lineup, and you don't want like his first time catching Gerrit Cole to be in the postseason. So I think it couldn't hurt to try it in the middle of this season, just so you don't have to do it towards the end, and maybe they could get a little bit comfortable. I don't know. But I would have liked to see Gary in there at catcher. And then as far as the outfield goes, I would have liked to see Judge in center and then Clinton right. I mean, it just seems like Clint doesn't play anymore. Like, it sucks because he's essentially a bench bat for the Yankees now. And it's so weird how it kind of came down to this. Because, like, I get Brett Gardner's had a good couple of games, but he can't be your starting center fielder. We talk about this every single day, and I don't know when the Yankees are going to get the message. Clint Frazier came in last night to pinch hit, had a huge double that won them the game. So if that doesn't earn him a starting spot the next day, I don't know what does. They're ruining Clint Frazier's career, and it's really frustrating. I can only imagine how Clint feels. Like, it must suck being in a position where he knows no matter how well he performs, he's not going to be in the starting lineup. It's so weird at this point. Judge is a very capable center fielder. He's proven that at this point. Or even, start Tyler Wade out there in center field. I would love to see Tyler Wade get some more at-bats. Tyler Wade has not gotten a start in so long. And it's so weird because Rougned Odor and Brett Gardner get double the playing time of Tyler Wade, but I genuinely don't feel like that they deserve it over him. I'm sorry. I think I trust Tyler Wade in center field more than Brett Gardner. That's just me. I think Tyler Wade just looks natural out there, and I think the more that he works out there, the better he'll get. But yeah, kind of looking at the lineup, 7, 8, 9, not too fond of it. And then as far as the Yankees starter goes, I mean, Gerrit Cole, he seems like pretty good, right? Seems like a pretty good guy. He's a decent pitcher. Listen, Gerrit Cole, he's a freaking ace, bro. Anybody who's going to sit here and tell me without the sticky stuff, Gerrit Cole's just an average pitcher, you're a doofus, you're a bozo, you're a loser, bro. It's just as simple as that. Gerrit Cole is one of the best pitchers in baseball. If you're a little bit concerned about Gerrit Cole tonight still because of without the sticky stuff, you're stupid. I'm sorry. But going back to the main screen here, went over the lineup, went over the Bronx Zoom. Now we could just kind of kick things back into neutral and just glide from here. But let's take a look at some of these chat comments. I know we got a bunch of stuff. Jordan says, "Hey, Pat, great video on Gary." Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it. I actually told Para last night after we finished recording that. I was like, damn, that was a really good video. Shout out to you, Para. But yeah, that was Paris' first time on a video in like 3 weeks. So that's cool, I guess. Justin says, thoughts on the Elite Sports New York article saying judges splits in 17/18 are suspicious. I don't buy it at all. Listen, shout out to Elite Sports New York. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if anybody knows this, but they actually gave me like one of my first writing gigs because I used to be a writer for like various outlets. I started off, I don't know if you guys have heard it, the Greedy Pinstripes. That was the first Yankees blog I wrote for. But then with Elite Sports New York, I was like an editor for them for a while. But as far as the article saying that judges splits in 17/18 are suspicious, that kind of comes from Ryan Spader's tweets today. I don't know if anybody's seen them, but he came out and he said a bunch of outlandish claims. A few things in particular. The Yankees were cheating, especially Aaron Judge. They had cameras in left, center, and right field. Adrian Beltre had a friend in center field using binoculars, and whenever the catcher would be calling for an off-speed pitch, Beltre would have his friend wave a white tank top. And then another one was like Chase Utley is the biggest cheater in the game's history. What else was there? Chad, if anybody else could remember it. The Royals, the 2015 Royals were apparently the first team to implement the video cheating system. I don't know. There was just a huge amount of outlandish claims by Ryan Spader, the same guy who said that Garrett Cole was signing with the Angels back in the day, so I don't know how much credibility he has. He also didn't really provide any proof for any of this stuff at all. Completely different than when like the 2017 Astros were exposed, and I believe Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic came out and had this ridiculously advanced article where he had so much information, and he had Mike Fiers as kind of like the leaker. But the tweets from Spader just seem like they're just thrown out there with little to no evidence behind them. It's something that could be looked into as far as like cheating across the league since like 2015. But other than that, I mean, I'm just going to take everything that dude says with a grain of salt. But with that being said, let's take a look at some of these other comments here. KG Baseball says, this is pissing me off. Sanchez should be in the lineup. Cole's one of the best pitchers in MLB. He should be able to pitch to anyone. That's exactly what I'm saying. And listen, like, here's my thing. It couldn't hurt to try it out. It really couldn't hurt. Because at this point, we know, I talked about this in the video that went up today. Gary Sanchez is such a streaky player. You want him to ride this hot wave for as long as possible. So I find it a little bit weird that he has to sit every single time the Yankees ace pitches. And we know that the Yankees have a problem giving Garrett Cole run support as it is. So it's getting to the point where if Gary Sanchez is in that lineup, like, the offense looks 10 times worse. It sucks, but... Yoelvis says, God, I want Gardner to get injured. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm never going to wish injury upon a player. I'm never going to do that. But for your reasoning behind that, like you're wishing Gardner gets injured so the Yankees could give someone else an opportunity, sure. But I'm still, I can't wish injury on him. That would be brutal. But also, kind of speaking of injuries, Luke Voit is rehabbing in AA, I believe. And I saw Johnny put a link in the Discord, which I thought was kind of interesting. Luke Voit said the two guys who kind of stuck out to him the most during his rehab assignment as being the most promising were Glenn Otto and Trey Ambergy. Those were apparently two guys who stood out to him the most during his rehab assignments. Trey Ambergy is getting a lot of love across the league. Eric Kratz, I know you guys remember Eric Kratz. He's very vocal on Twitter about his support for Trey Ambergy. Listen, now you got Luke Voit on the Ambergy train as well. I really think it's only a matter of time until the Yankees give him a shot. I mean, they have to give Trey an opportunity. I don't know how much longer we can go seeing Brett Gardner as the starting center fielder and seeing Clint just ride the bench. It's so odd. The Yankees' outfield construction is so strange to me. But I don't know. I really don't know. As Lori said, trade Clint or send him down. His career is in ruins. It's so true. It's so unfortunate at the same time as well. I don't know what the Yankees are doing with him. I don't know what the plan is for Clint moving forward. It's just, he's basically in purgatory right now. It's so weird. I don't know when they're kind of going to give him the shot that he needs. Because I refer back to this every single day, right? Look at beginning of the season. He struggled after like 5 games. They bench him for 2 games. After that, he was basically done for the year. You don't bench your starting left fielder after he struggles for 5 games. Especially you don't bench him for 2 straight days. That was the stupidest move. And the Yankees genuinely just deserve nothing after that. That was the definition of stupid, bro. But Let's see what else we got in the chat. Martin says, LOL, I'm in the library and still watching my favorite Yankee YouTuber, Unhinged Yankees. Don't worry, I have my AirPods. Appreciate you, Martin. Martin is the man only because, like, he'll throw out, like, a bunch of these random places where he is but still watching the stream. I believe one time he was, like, on the treadmill. One time he was at the beach. I love hearing, like, all you guys watching from, like, crazy locations. There was one guy, there's one guy who watches from Switzerland, I think, or Sweden. Another guy from Germany. Really appreciate you all. Unhinged Worldwide coming at you. But shout out to Yo Elvis with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Yo Elvis. Give me those Brian finger guns. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go. Yo Elvis says, when the Yankees re-signed Gardner, I knew he was going to be our starter at some point. Shaking my head. Unfortunately, that's kind of true. I said this at the time as well. Everyone was kind of like, Pat, don't worry. Like, Brett Gardner's going to be the fourth outfielder. It's okay. Clint Frazier's still going to be starting out there. They're fine. But at the same time, I kind of knew deep down inside Brett Gardner always finds a way to start. You knew Aaron Hicks was going to get injured at some point. I was assuming maybe Judge would get hurt at some point. Clint was going to get... The Yankees outfield was not going to stay healthy all year. And no matter what, Brett Gardner still seems to stay healthy and finds his way in the lineup every day. And because of that, if the Yankees don't get a legitimate outfielder at the deadline because of Brett Gardner, that's a huge mistake. One of the biggest mistakes that they could make. But TJ said, let's face it, Clint can't play in New York. He needs a small market team to succeed. I think Clint could definitely make it in New York. I just don't think that the Yankees are the organization to do so. If Clint was with the Mets, you guys know he'd be an absolute beast. I hate to say it, the Mets are a much more fun team than the Yankees. It's as simple as that. You kind of look at what they're doing with, like, the title belt now. The Yankees did that a couple years ago. The Yankees used to do a lot of fun things that they no longer do. If you kind of even look back at, like, that 2017 team, they had, like, pajama days, and then they had, like, a bunch of other really fun stuff. They had the whole thumbs down thing. The Yankees have just gotten more and more less fun. Well, less and less fun as the years have gone on. It's frustrating, but we're not in the clubhouse. We can't inject any life into that team, so I don't know. Lit Music says, watching from North Korea. I highly doubt that, but if you are, props to you, bro. Majestical Chicken says, bro, I'm in the craziest location, my couch. You know, that's actually a really solid spot. Does it recline, though? Daniel says, I'm going to the game. I'm in Dunedin right now. Oh, that's a joke. Yeah, I was going to say, Daniel, like, I hate to break the news to you, but, like, they're kind of in Buffalo now. I'm sorry. Also, why is someone, like, blasting music outside my house? It's like some, like 70s music. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? But Jalen says, why Odor and Gardner is starting over Tyler Wade? It's not fair. It's just favoritism now. It's official now. Tyler Wade is the most underrated player in the league. I'm not going to say he's the most underrated player in the league. However, I am going to say that he's the most underrated player on the Yankees. I would really like to see him get more opportunities, more playing time. And it just sucks because the Yankees have Odor and Gardner playing consistently. I think they each get like 4 starts a week, and it seems like guys like Tyler Wade and Clint Frazier get nothing. I don't know how the Yankees are going to expect them to improve if they're not getting consistent at-bats. But shout out to Ruben Cruz with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, Ruben. He said, I just don't get why not truly give Gittins a real shot at proving himself. Let the man play and see what we got with him. Tired of Odor. I agree. I really do agree. It's so strange how the Yankees call him up. Gittins hits a huge home run yesterday. You kind of think that maybe that's the beginning of him kind of getting hot. I don't know. But then the Yankees decide to bench him today. The Yankees don't believe in hot, apparently. So they look at Brett Gardner. They look at Rougned Odor. Brett Gardner hit like a 250-foot home run yesterday. I think that they probably view that as like Brett Gardner turning the corner. I have no idea. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know how much longer I could rant about the Odor and Gardner situation, but it is what it is. Luke says, I'm the Jersey dude living in Sweden. That's actually crazy, Luke. Luke is from Jersey, but he lives in Sweden. Is Sweden the neutral state, or that's Switzerland? Are those two different places? Switzerland and Sweden? You guys know, my Europe geography is not on point. I think on Twitch one day we went through this, like, we played, like, Geo Maps or something. It was, like, a game where, like, they show you pictures and you got to guess where you are. I was in, like, Machu Picchu or something. I don't know. And then we started, like, Unhinged Machu Picchu. Wait, no, it's actually all coming back to me. We were playing, like, that map game on Twitch, and I was in Machu Picchu, and I was, like, amazed. I was, like, mind blown. I was like, I need to go here before I die. I was like, Machu Picchu might be the most beautiful place of all time. The grass is so green. Beautiful stuff. I'm going to stream in Machu Picchu one day. Martin says, bro, Pat, your tattoo is fire. Thanks, Martin. I actually want to get a lot more, but I think I'm going to wait until, like, the fall because, like, getting tattoos in the summer is, like, brutal because, like, you're not really supposed to have it out in the sun when it's fresh and you can't go in the pool or the water. So I think, like, saving tattoos for, like, the colder weather is the way to go. You could, like, cover it up with, like, a hoodie or something. You're chilling. Freddie says, hey, Luke, I'm a New Jersey dude also, but living in Turkey. That's pretty cool. Is Turkey in Europe or the Middle East? I don't know. I literally, once you cross the Atlantic Ocean, I'm not good with geography. Maybe because I never took, like, a European history class in college. But, yeah, I don't know. But Leanna says, yeah, Pat, those are two different countries. Switzerland is neutral. Gotcha. Okay, so apparently Turkey's in both. Gotcha. All right, cool. Moving on. Ruben says, the Yankees believe in the underlying numbers a little bit too much. At some point, you must also be a bit more result-oriented. I agree. At some point, it's weird because the Yankees tend to believe in hot and cold with only certain players, right? When Clint Frazier is cold, they tend to believe in hot and cold streaks. But then when a guy like, let's see, like Giancarlo Stanton is hot, they don't believe in hot streaks. So you can't really pick and choose who you believe in hot and cold streaks with. Rougned Odor has batted like, 150 over the past month? I actually want to pull up his splits because there's no way Rougned Odor is batting over 200 in the past month. So apparently they don't believe in cold streaks when it comes to him because he still finds a way to be in the lineup just about every single day. In his last, let's see if we could pull these game logs up. What's like a solid sample size as far as Odor goes? Let's say since May 1st, right? So since May 1st, Rougned Odor is batting 203 with a 263 on base and a 365 slugging with 2 home runs. It's 22 games. That's not good. Those numbers aren't good enough to kind of keep you in the starting lineup just about every single day. It's so weird, bro. But Wojtek says, I don't know why you don't try to put Gary today for Garrett. Sitting Gittins after homer is disgrace as usual. Don't believe in momentum, delusional thinking, and Gardner. I don't know how we can win. It's so weird. It's genuinely just weird at this point. I don't know. The Yankees tend to believe in momentum with guys like Brett Gardner, but not Chris Gittins. It's really a shame. It's really a shame. But Majestical Chicken says, where do I get that hat? That's a really good question. You could get it at unhingedclothing.shop. Link is in the description down below. I believe this one is the Unhinged baseball hat. We also have like dad hats, trucker hats. Pretty fun. But Freddie says it's not in the Middle East. Well, now my geography's all thrown off. But also, chat, tomorrow is going to be a very fun day. Only because not only do we have the pregame and the postgame tomorrow, but at 5 o'clock, I hope you guys are following all of our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, probably TikTok too. Make sure you're following us on there. We're going to be posting a huge announcement at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be talking about it on tomorrow's pregame a little bit more in depth, but big announcements coming tomorrow at 5 p.m., so stay tuned for that. I'll probably announce it in Discord as well, but make sure you're still following our socials. Yankee Fan for Life says, is the Unhinged Home Run Derby still happening? Yeah, we're just going to have to, figure out a day where we could all do it, because it's really tough with everyone's, work schedules and, who's taking summer classes, and I think we're probably going to have to do it one of these off days. Maybe in July. We're going to figure out a day to do that. But shout out to Lil Man 55 for subscribing. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you for the sub. But Luke says, I miss the days when we would win a game and then shock of all shocks, run the same lineup the next game. Crazy, I know. Bro, who would have ever thought? When you win a game and the lineup looks pretty good, who would have ever thought to throw that same lineup back out there? Mind-blowing theory. This is give me your favorite philosopher of all time. There's Plato, there's Socrates, there's Aristotle. None of these guys would even come up with that philosophy. That's how deep it is. I'm like Jimmy Neutron in my brain right now, sliding around thinking about, wow, you could put the same lineup out there the day after a win. Bang. I took one philosophy class in college. Brutal. The professor was so difficult. Let's not get into that. Whatever. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Is he a philosopher? I thought that dude was a scientist. I don't know. But Yankees Reverse says, wasn't Chris Gittins supposed to be the guy who replaced Voit, but he's playing half the days? It seems like I really thought when Gittins came up, he was going to be the guy who was going to be replacing Voit. Apparently, Mike Ford was going to be the guy to replace Voit. And then when he was so bad, then we called up Gittins, and we thought Gittins was going to be that guy. But it seems like when Mike Ford was up, he was playing more than Gittins is now. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But when Mike Ford was on the Yankees Major League roster, he was playing more than Chris Gittins is now. But chat, to yeet Peppa Pig for subscribing. Basically what you guys are going to do, I guess, is just come up with like the most random names to subscribe so I could give you a shout out. But yeah, I guess. Jesus says, when we buy something from Unhinged, do you see the purchases? I do. I do see the purchases, yeah. Your order gets fulfilled by me personally. So, any order, I genuinely appreciate it. Let's see. But Yeet Peppa Pig says, does anyone know why Higashioka always catches for Garrett Cole? You know, I wish I had an explanation for you. It just seems like the two of them get along better. They might have better chemistry together. Maybe Cole complained about working with Gary. Maybe it's a deeper issue than what we think. Maybe they just don't like each other. I have no idea. But Freddie says Sanchez's defense sucks. I hate to break it to you guys. Higashioka's defense is a little bit overrated. I know he might be like a smidge better than Gary Sanchez defensively and like framing-wise. He's not that much better than Gary. I'm sorry. It's a narrative that's blown way over proportions. It's just strange. I don't know. But listen, shout out to Ruben Cruz with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, Ruben. Ruben says, baseball players, the most routine-oriented athletes, can do better with a consistent lineup. No way. Wouldn't have thought it. Who would have thought? I miss the days when, like, I was younger. I mean, I'm not old now, but, like, I was younger. And I used to know what the Yankees lineup was going to be on a consistent basis. Brian Finger goes, bang, 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 let's go. But the Yankees lineup would be the same every single day, barring any injuries or any like crazy lefty-righty splits that they wanted to play. You would just about go into the game every single day, assuming that the Yankees would have the same lineup, and it's just not like that anymore. Now, I don't know if that's just something that's changed across the league, I guess, but I would like to see these guys get some more consistent playing time. It's weird. Majestical Chicken says, did you hear Rodon and Glasnow calling out MLB? I saw Glasnow. I think Glasnow credited his injury due to MLB banning the substance of sunscreen and rosin, if I'm not mistaken, because basically what he said is he's gotten so comfortable doing that, and now he hurt his arm because he hasn't been able to use it. Something down that alley. I didn't see what Rodon said. I'm assuming it's something down that line as well. I don't know. I think the whole situation is really weird. MLB's in a really sticky situation right now. Totally, like, not intentional there. Get it? Like, sticky situation. Haha. Okay, moving on. But Freddie says, too many pass balls, but he's got the better arm. Listen, I know he has, like, quite a few pass balls, but at the same time, it's definitely gotten better. It's definitely gotten better. Over the past couple years, I think Gary Sanchez's defense has improved in the same way Gleyber Torres has. I think shout out to both of them. I think that guys on the Yankees who do improve themselves don't get enough credit. The same way Clint Frazier improved his defense. It just seems like guys improve their defense, Miguel Andujar as well, and Yankee fans just still don't give them the credit that they deserve for it. So I don't know. But Majestical Chicken says Rodon said they're going to suspend pitchers for cheating. B Astros. Pretty much didn't do anything to the Astros. Basically, so if a pitcher gets caught with a substance, they're essentially punished for more games than any of the Houston Astros were for cheating their way to a World Series. It's strange. It's really strange. Bright says, Pat, do the announcements have to do with new people being added to the Unhinged roster? And does it also have to do with your Twitch streams? I don't know. You guys are going to have to check our socials at 5 o'clock tomorrow to find out the announcement. I don't know. But let's take a look at the Yankees lineup for today so we could kind of make our home run predictions. Let me pull that up here. Chat, everyone name me who you think's going yard today. Let me know. I believe Ross Stripling is on the mound for the Blue Jays. Let me pull up to see who has any good matchups against him, if there's anyone we should keep an eye out on. But as usual, I'm going to be going with Judge. I mean, how do you not go with Judge as a home run prediction? He didn't look too good yesterday, to be honest with you. But as far as guys who have good career numbers against Stripling, Giancarlo Stanton has 5 career at-bats. He's batting .400 with a home run, 2 RBIs. And also, Gary has a home run, but he's not playing today. But other than that, no one else really has a home run off of Stripling. DJ, though, he's batting like 368 and 19 at-bats against him. So there's that to keep in mind. I see a lot of people are saying Judge, Andujar, fair. I like the Andujar prediction. That's a good one. I think Judge is going to go yard, and I think we're going to see a Gio shot. I don't know. I'm going Judge and Gio today. I don't think that that's kind of too out there. I feel like it's been a little bit since we've seen a Gio home run. When was the last time Gio Urshela hit a home run? I don't know why. It feels like Gio has, like, low-key been not that good lately. Like, very subtly. Let me see. Okay, I'm kind of right. His last 22 games, he's batting .233. He's kind of picked it up as of late. He's batting .250 in his last 5 games. Oh, he does have a home run in the last 5 games. I don't know why I don't remember that. In Minnesota. Yeah, that's right. In Minnesota, that's right. But I have, like I said, Judge and Gio both going yard tonight. Hopefully they do. Ross Stripling is nothing to be scared about. Listen, if the Yankees don't piece together some runs, I'm going to be a little bit upset. But chat, also, let's make some predictions as far as Garrett Cole goes. How do we think Garrett's going to do tonight? How do we think Garrett Cole's going to do? Personally, I think we're going to see him shove. However, it is the Blue Jays lineup, so I do think he's going to give up like 2 runs. Let's say 7 2/3. I think Cole's going to go 7 2/3, give up 2 earned runs. Probably a solo shot to like Vlad or Teoscar Hernandez or Bo Bichette. Probably a solo shot to Bo Bichette. It's going to be like an opposite field bomb. I have no idea. Wow, Amy said 4 innings, 6 runs, 2 Ks. Well, let's hope that's not the case. Damn. We got Parker in the chat. Shout out to Parker. He says 6 innings, 2 runs, not necessarily earned. It seems like everyone's in the range of like between 6 and 7 innings, 2 earned runs. I have him going 7 2/3. I don't know if that's being a little bit optimistic here, but I think 2 earned runs is probably what we should be expecting out of Cole tonight. But as far as a final score, chat, give me your final score predictions for this evening. How do we think? Or do we think the Yankees are going to win? They're going to lose? What's the final score going to be? I think they're going to win tonight. I think the Yankees are going to win the series against the Blue Jays. Take game 2 with Cole on the mound. Cole versus Stripling is a great matchup. I think they win tonight by a final score of, drumroll please, 6-3. I think they win tonight 6-3. I think Cole gives up those 2 runs. The bullpen probably gives up 1 after that. Maybe like a Britton run. I don't know. Britton didn't look too good yesterday. I don't even know if they'll have him pitch today. But I think the Yankees do get those home runs from Judge and Gio. I think they piece together some other good at-bats against Stripling, score some runs off that. The offenses look kind of good over the last couple days, even though last night they were 1 for 9 with runs in scoring position. That's not too nice. You kind of like to see that improve a little bit, even though they're not a good run in scoring position team. But I don't know. Looks like we have a lot of people predicting the Yankees to win. I don't see anyone predicting a loss. Oh, Fritz has the Yankees losing 4-1. But besides that, Ruben says, I would love a smackdown 18-2 Yankees. I would love that. But apparently Brad's watching from Australia. That's kind of fire. Appreciate you, Brad, from Australia. Good day, mate. That's England. What do they say in Australia? I'm like cooking it up on the Bobby, right? That's like the Outback commercial. I've never been to Outback. Wait. I think I've been to Outback once in my life, and that was like 10 years ago, though. Can't say I'm a fan of Outback. But then again, I can't say I'm not a fan because I haven't really been there. But we're way off topic now. As far as wrapping up today's pregame, let me run through my predictions one more time. Judge and Gio both going yard. Cole, I have him going 7 2/3, giving up 2 earned runs. Let's say 9 Ks. And then final score, I have the Yankees winning 6-3. So with that being said, hopefully the Yankees get the job done today. I don't know. I have high hopes. Hopefully Gary comes in, pinch hits an absolute nuke. I don't know. We'll see. But I will see you guys directly after the game today for the post game. You guys know the deal. Bunch of links in the description. The Bronx Zoom, if you guys want to purchase it, link in the description. 30% off. I believe the book comes out to like 20. It's like a nice hardcover book as well. Follow us on Newsbreak, posting exclusive content on their Discord link in the description, and merchandise unhingedclothing.shop. I will see you guys directly after the game. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. I'm going live before and after every single Yankees game this season. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I will see you guys later. Let's go Yankees. Peace.